Minasan okarinasai.
That's welcome back, everyone. Previously on my vacation to Japan, I went to eat the poisonous pufferfish and had some delicious cake. Now it was time for me to have a cutesy art day. Yayoi Kusama is an artist that I really like, but unfortunately for me, the museum only allowed selected areas for pictures and videos. Yayoi Kusama has so much beautiful artwork. I'm gonna have to find an exhibit near me, and it was so nice to be at an art museum. You guys know I haven't been to an art museum since my art April, unless you count the Literature Museum in New York, where we saw the Beatrix Potter exhibit. You can't see me here, but trust, I'm in a good mood. The vibes of the museum were immaculate. It's wonderful when an artist has their own unique style. I think a huge part of life and creativity and forming your own individual identity has to do with implementing multiple factors in order to create something new. And that can be hard to do in a way that doesn't seem mimicky or overdone. Everyone wants to feel special and distinctive in order to separate themselves from the crowd, which is why there's so much animosity towards replicas. A lot of people have a scarcity mindset where they believe fame, attention, and riches are limited, and thus it drives people to fiercely to compete to differentiate themselves. They see originality as crucial for survival. From my perspective, if they adopted a mindset of compassion over competition, this would lead to more genuine outpours of creativity. And I think that's what draws me to Yayoi Kusama's work. You could see it in her work how she wants to connect rather than separate. I went and got this cake. I didn't show you the little box it came in. Oop, there we go. Here's the little box that came in. It kind of fell apart a little bit. It's okay. It looked cute in the shop. I don't have a fork or anything, so I'm going to have to use my hands. It's got a little strawberry. That's so good. But it's time for me to eat some real food. While in Japan, I met a random group of people who told me I should try some Matsusaka beef, but the place was reservation only, so I was gonna have to come back on a later date. I went to this restaurant instead, and they had some good beef options as well, and they really weren't that busy. I can't remember what this dish was called, but it consists of Wagyu beef, vegetables, and tofu, along with some egg, onions, miso soup, and rice. Okay guys, this might be my favorite thing here. It's a little disinfectant thing. You can step on it. Oops, sorry. You see it sprays out. You need to do that in America because pushing your hand on the thing is so dirty. I love the foot to the spray to the hand. Oh, it's amazing. After my breakfast lunch, I decided to walk around. I love walking, so when I get the opportunity to walk around an area that's safe with lots of attractions like Tokyo, I feel a mix of excitement and peace. And all that walking led me to the National Arts Center, where they were having a clamp expedition. If you don't know, clamp is a group of 4 women who are manga artists, and they have a large collection of works that have global influence. I couldn't film in the museum, so you're about to see a bunch of pictures. I was over the moon to find this exhibit for several reasons. One, in America, national art museums do not dedicate exhibits to manga. I think there's probably some racial prejudice or xenophobia behind that, but I'm not going to dissect that this vlog. 2, Clamp made one of my favorite mangas growing up, Sakura Card Captor. So to randomly find this exhibit really gave me this warm feeling of nostalgia. And number 3, it feels like the universe is confirming I'm on the right path. And when things are for you, they happen effortlessly. Or at least to some degree it feels that way. Anyway, I had a great time and I took a bunch of pictures. The art galleries and museums are not talked about enough by foreigners visiting Japan. I mean, Teen Lab seems great, but there's more out there. So if you're ever in Japan, I suggest you try a traditional exhibit. And what can I say? I was a little sneaky. They had this manga room you could check out. I wanted to capture a broader view of the art. After the exhibit, I went to get something to drink. They were running a special to coincide with the exhibit. I ordered the blueberry citrus cream. It wasn't the best drink, but it was drinkable. While I was in Roppongi, I went to the Roppongi Hills Mori Tower. All the girls and women were lined up to take pictures of this cute character. If you know what this character is called and why it's famous, please let me know. I heard all this screaming, so I followed the noise and saw this concert. I also wonder who they were. I finally got up to the tower and they were doing a Paul McCartney photography exhibit, but they were both separated. I just chose the room where you could see the dazzling Tokyo lights. This really was the perfect way to end my night. I feel extremely blessed that I was able to make my Tokyo dream come true. Au revoir for now.